Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Divine, and today we are going to be taking a look at a mining run in Everfall. Now, I know there's a bunch of different guides out there. A lot of them have been towards Windward Down, where I think a lot of people really want to start, and like proper ways to run and where to put your camp up and everything like that. But my run actually is taking a different turn. I am not going to be using a camp. I am going to be doing a full run from the town of Everfall all the way around and back into Everfall. Now this run takes about 15 minutes and it can get you about 500 iron, I think 5 to 700 iron depending on if there's other people running this route as well, and about 500 silver as well. Now I do want to mention that I'm not going to be using the campsites because I don't know after the game actually launches if people are going to be abusing campsites so much that they're going to have to change this. So I wanted to do the simplest, most basic route possible. Now you could definitely speed this up with some campsites and killing yourself or hitting the respawn button, but I just wanted to do it basically the basic way possible and slowest way possible, honestly, is how it ends up being. But honestly, this route takes 15 minutes, guys, and that's a lot of iron and silver you can obtain in just 15 minutes. Alright, so as you can already see, guys, that I've been starting this mining run here. We just ran into this valley, and there's usually two different ore sets in here. One that I just did, and then there's going to be another one over here. Now, this is usually kind of the indicator of whether or not people are actually doing this mining run, and I believe you can see this guy. He's probably going to hit one of these ores, or the veins on me. So I'm only going to get 2 of these, but that's okay. And then we're gonna basically run from here down into the farm. And what I started actually doing with my mining runs is actually collecting the shock orbs as well, and different harvesting things. So you can see I'm gonna take out this enemy right here so that I can get this soul sprout. So it's going to limit how much ore I can have, but it's also giving me a little bit more harvesting stuff, just because those souls and motes and stuff like that are pretty good down the road, especially getting up other skills while you're trying to level up your mining or crafting or whatever you're trying to do here. So we're going to come up and around over here, and then there is a wolf right here, especially if you're a little bit lower level, you're going to want to take him out. And then you can see that these shock orbs, or shock bulbs, sorry, are going to be sitting right here. And there's, I think, 3 or 4 of them down through this valley. So there's one right up here, and then there's going to be one down on this rock here. And I really wish I had faster tools. Unfortunately, at the time, this was about as fast as I could go. But you can definitely see like how you can get up like a decent amount of harvesting experience while you're getting your mining experience up as well. So there's going to be another shock bulb right there. And let's see, and then, yep, so this last one is actually here as well. So that's all of the shock bulbs. Until you get to the end of the run, there is 2 other ones. And then if you wanted to follow this wall down to your left, there's a few other shock bulbs, but I feel that it's not worth the time, and I'd rather get the ore rather than just a ton of shock bulbs. But if you're looking for one thing over the other, that's kind of where those are located. Now we can see that I'm going to take out that iron ore right there, and then we're going to go and follow along this rock ledge over here. So before we hit that, sorry guys, there actually is a honey tree right here too. So if you guys need some honey, that's kind of a quick spot. I don't feel like a lot of people know it's there, and it's super easy to get. Now this rock ledge that I was talking about is full of iron ore. So if you just kind of follow it along, you'll usually find a couple nodes here or there. I feel like it's pretty populated in this section. So when there's not a lot of people mining, you can almost fill up on your iron ore just before you like even cross over into the next area zone. So you can see these guys are all kind of mining or grabbing loot or something like that. So this looks like this part might be just a little bit of a waste, and there is a shortcut to bypass this area, but I feel like I run it more often than not, just because you never know. Some people aren't aware that the spawn of the iron ore is like a little bit shorter than people think, so it's just kind of what I do personally. Now I'm going to come up here, and this is where the silver ore is going to start to come into play here. We'll come up over this hill, and you can see all this silver ore just kind of dug up into the mountain. Now, I was collecting the silver ore just so I could get up my skills, And then this guy over in the bottom right is actually going to collect his silver ore, and he is going to town really quickly with that. So I'm guessing he probably has strength, and he probably just one-hit it, luckily. Now, there's a couple more down in here as well. And then we're going to move up into the mountain now. We just climb up over here. I've honestly just kind of figured out how to do this over time. I did this run quite a bit trying to get my mining and smithing up. And then if you hit this ledge, it allows you to kind of walk up. Now there's going to be a bunch of iron ore up here, so I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. Basically, we're going to collect this iron ore, then we're going to go work our way up further along the mountain, and then walk across the mountain collecting silver ore along the way. Alright, so bringing it back to a normal speed here, we can see we're going to come around this mountain, and there's actually some star metal around that base just to my right here. And climbing up this mountain can be kind of a pain in the butt. You have to find certain ledges that allow you to climb up, but there is a little bit more silver ore up top here. And let me tell you guys, usually by this point, you might be full depending on whether or not you got lucky with some of the previous iron ore. So if you did, you can actually start walking back to town from here. But if not, I'll actually kind of just speed it up. Basically what we're going to do again is just follow this mountain down. We're going to go veer off just to the left here and then climb back up along the edge off to the right, and we're going to find a little bit more iron ore. And then from there, that is the full mining run complete, and it's just that easy, guys. From there, you just walk back to town and you're good, really. Alright, so we're just going to go straight over the hill here, and then we're going to go basically back into the town. Now, we'll just go straight to the smelter, smelt our iron. We can put it in the storage shed if we need, but that is a full run done in Everfall, guys. It's as easy as that. Now, if you know of any other runs, harvesting runs, mining runs that you want to see in the future, please feel free to comment down below those runs, and maybe I'll do a video about it in the future. And if you like this video, feel free to give me a like and a subscribe. It really does help me out. But until then, guys, I will see you in the next one.